If you're thinking about adding CNG vehicles to your business, you might have some questions about maintenance. Whether you have a cargo van or a fleet of heavy-duty trucks, you'll need to know where and how to service CNG vehicles.
Every major city in the state of Wisconsin will have a service facility to work on natural gas engines.
Many truck fleets right now are buying CNG vehicles and using their dealerships for maintenance.
We have not run into a problem getting any of our CNG vehicles serviced.
At Remy Battery, they use a dealership or an outside shop for service, but other fleets work on their vehicles right in their own garage.
When the majority of your fleet starts to get over to natural gas vehicles, there's going to be a need to bring them inside your shop.
If you decide to service your vehicles in-house, first, you have to train your staff.
The general maintenance is the same as if you had a diesel truck.
We did a one-day course for a handful of our technicians, and after that course they were actually certified to do the full conversion and go and do the maintenance on it.
One of the things that IMCO Automotive is creating is an online university. All of our manuals, anything that a technician would need to service, repair, troubleshoot a vehicle is available online once they become IMCO Automotive certified.
Some of the routine maintenance can be a little different.
The oil is different for a natural gas truck. It's a little bit more expensive. It's a low ash oil, but it's very important that you use this low ash oil for the engine. Diesel maintenance, you need to change your oil about every 25,000 miles. With the natural gas, you need to change your oil about every 18,000 miles.
And you'll have to consider spark plugs.
Diesel engines do not have spark plugs. In CNG vehicles, they have spark plugs, and the spark plugs need to be changed every 1,500 hours or 67,000 miles.
Easier than doing any car I can think of. I'd change spark plugs and these takes about an hour.
Because there are fewer emissions with CNG, you won't need expensive aftermarket treatments.
Diesel engines have to have an aftermarket treatment system, some type of additive into your fuel or some type of treatment onto the exhaust to reduce the emissions off of those vehicles. With CNG, you already have a cleaner burning fuel and lower emissions, so you don't have to put on all those aftermarket treatments.
If you're working on CNG vehicles in-house, your garage will need to comply with regulations like the National Fire Protection Code. The amount of work needed to upgrade your facility will vary.
What we need to do is make these shops safe for the new vehicles that we're introducing into them.
We've converted one bay, which will be complete with the air handling system to allow a natural gas vehicle inside.
We look at a lot of the things in the ceiling, particularly because natural gas is lighter than air. So we look at ventilation, gas detection, and electrical equipment comes into play as well. The other things that we really need to pay attention to are heaters in shops because we need to eliminate sources of ignition.
You want to make sure that the people who are working on these vehicles are safe.
If you're lucky enough to have a shop that's relatively new and has a lot of the compliant measures already there, it can be fairly cheap.
It's important to get the facts on what will work best for you when it comes to maintenance.
We have a guideline document that leads them through all the steps. You can give me a call and I will go over your questions with you. We just want to be a go-to. We want to make it as easy as possible for people to get the information that they need.
The good news is, more and more shops can work on CNG vehicles. It's easy to train your people on the routine maintenance, and help is available if you need to upgrade your garage.
It's not rocket science. It's easy to understand. You just need to understand what the hazards are and keep your mechanics safe.
For more straight talk on CNG, go to mge.com/CNG.